Very good morning and welcome to the Breakfast News on Rajya Sabha television, your one-stop morning show for top stories from India and across the globe. I'm Ashwarya and here are the headlines. At least 11 people killed as incessant rains trigger flash floods and landslides in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Haryana. Red alert in Punjab. Schools to remain closed today. Air Force engaged in rescue operations in Himachal. Nearly 1,000 patients benefit from the centre's Ayushman Bharat scheme within a day of its launch. Centre sends out a two-page customized letter from Prime Minister to the beneficiaries explaining the importance and benefits of scheme aimed at servicing 50 crore people. Energy savings are worth 9,500 crore rupees annually in the last 3 years, says Centre. Savings 30% more than intended target under the government scheme of Perform, Achieve and Trade for key energy-intensive sectors. Five political prisoners released in Maldives hours after Abdullah Yamin concedes a shock election defeat. Several jail leaders appeal for freedom. Prime Minister Modi congratulates Ibrahim Mohammed Solih on his victory. Two leaders agree to strengthen relations. And India look to make a clean sweep of their final Super 4 matches as they take on Afghanistan today in the Asia Cup. Pakistan to play Bangladesh in the second match on Wednesday. Men in blue are already through to the final. Our top focus this morning, nearly 1,000 patients sought treatment under the centre's newly launched Ayushman Bharat scheme within a day of its launch. According to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the government has also sent a two-page customized letter from Prime Minister Narendra Modi to 40 lakh beneficiaries explaining the importance and benefits of the scheme. The scheme was launched by Prime Minister Modi on Monday that aims at providing an annual health cover of 5 lakh rupees per family to about 50 crore economically deprived people based on the socio-economic caste census data. It is a paperless and cashless entitlement-based scheme. As many as 31 states and union territories have signed the MOUs with the centre to implement the program. The remaining states and UTs, including Telangana, Odisha, Delhi, Kerala and Punjab, have opted out of the scheme. And ahead of the assembly elections in Madhya Pradesh, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and BJP President Amit Shah will address a mega rally of party workers in Bhopal today. Elaborate security arrangements have been made for the event at Jamburi Maidan in Bhopal. BJP workers from 65,000 polling booths spread across 230 assembly seats will take part in the program that is termed as the party's Karyakarta Mahakumbh. The event that is being held on the birth anniversary of Bharatiya Janasangh co-founder Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay is touted to be the world's largest congregation of political workers. The venue has been named as Atal Mahakumbh Parisar in the memory of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. An exhibition to showcase the journey of BJP stalwarts has also been set up at the rally site. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicated Sikkim's first airport at Pakyong to the nation on Monday. The Greenfield Airport is expected to improve connectivity to the landlocked state nestled in the Himalayas and give a boost to its tourism. The first commercial flight from Pakyong Airport is scheduled to be operated from 4th of October.
Sikkim got its first airport on Monday with Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurating the Pakyong Airport 30 kilometers away from capital Gangtok. Addressing people at a school in Pakyong after the inauguration, Prime Minister Modi said the airport is a symbol of India's engineering skills. He congratulated all the engineers and workers who had planned and built the airport.
आज हमारे 100 एयरपोर्ट 100 एयरपोर्ट चालू हो गए हैं और आपको जानकर के हैरानी होगी इसमें से 35 एयरपोर्ट 35 एयरपोर्ट पिछले 4 साल में बने हैं। सिक्किम को अपना एयरपोर्ट देने के काम हमने तेज किया, अड़चनों को दूर किया और आज आपका सपना पूरा हुआ है।
The Prime Minister reiterated the government's efforts towards strengthening infrastructure and connectivity of northeastern states. He also said that in the last 4 years, a lot of development has taken place in the northeast, whether it is air and rail connectivity or bringing electricity to all.
सबका साथ, सबका विकास के मंत्र पर चल रही हमारी सरकार क्षेत्रीय असंतुलन उसको दूर करने और पूर्वोत्तर और पूर्वी भारत को देश की ग्रोथ स्टोरी का इंजन बनाने के लिए पुरजोश मेहनत कर रही है। हम इसके लिए प्रतिबद्ध है।
सिर्फ सिक्किम बची है, उसका भी काम चल रहा है, लेकिन आज के कारण कनेक्टिविटी एयर हो रेल हो सभी राज्यों के सभी राजधानियों के साथ खुल गई है। 10-15 साल में हम लोग नए हवाई अड्डे शुरू करने जा रहे हैं।
The airport was built at an estimated cost of 605 crore rupees and is an engineering marvel for its soil reinforcement and slope stabilization techniques, keeping in view the altitude it was built at. The airport is spread over 201 acres. It is located on top of a hill about 2 kilometers above PAC Young village at 4,500 feet above the sea level. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And news from the south of the country, a 16-kilometer stretch of Hyderabad, the metro rail between Amirpet and LB Nagar was inaugurated on Monday by the Governor of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, ESL Narasimhan, making the entire Corridor 1 phase operational. Now, with the inauguration of this route having 16 stations, the entire 29 kilometers of Corridor 1 from Miapur to LB Nagar is now open for passenger operations. Now, Corridor 1 is one of the most congested traffic corridors of Hyderabad. With 46 kilometers now operational, it is India's second largest metro rail network, next only to Delhi. It provides a crucial link between the northwestern and the southeastern parts of the city through its core. Power Minister R.K. Singh has said that energy savings are 30% more at 8.67 million tons of oil equivalent than the target in the first phase of the Energy Conservation Scheme, Perform, Achieve and Trade, or PAT. The minister added that under PAT Cycle 1, more than 400 large industries from key energy-intensive sectors in India took measures to improve energy efficiency during the last 3 years. He maintained that this systematic effort resulted in energy savings worth 9,500 crore rupees annually. The PAT scheme is mandatory for all designated consumers notified by the Bureau of Energy Efficiency, and it is one of the major initiatives under the National Mission for Enhanced Energy Efficiency. The PAT scheme is a market-based mechanism to reduce specific energy consumption in energy-intensive sector. The scheme has been extended to over 800 designated consumers covering 13 sectors. The Make in India initiative, introduced to boost the national economy by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, is celebrating its 4th anniversary today. The Make in India program was launched on September 25, 2014, with an aim to make India a global hub for manufacturing, research and innovation by encouraging both multinational as well as domestic companies to manufacture their products within the country. Make in India depicts an advancement of the government's mindset, transference from issuing authority to business partner, in keeping with the Prime Minister's promise of a minimum government, maximum governance. On to some other news. Union Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs Arjun Ram Meghwal on Monday inaugurated a 2-day national orientation workshop on National E-Vidhan application. Meghwal also launched the new website of NEVA and administered the Swachhta pledge to over 200 delegates. The delegates included senior officials from the secretariats of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, 31 legislative assemblies and 7 legislative councils from across the country. NEVA is a member-centric, decentralized digital application that makes information available on a digital platform about day-to-day functioning of legislative houses. Megwal said that digital intervention is a big step towards increasing transparency, accountability and checking corruption in the functioning of the House.
अगर सिस्टम पेपरलेस हो जाए और चीजें मोबाइल पे या टैबलेट पे आ जाए तो एमपी ज्यादा काम कर सकता है, ज्यादा काम कर सकता है। इसी दिशा में हम बढ़ रहे हैं ना, हम शायद इसी दिशा में आगे बढ़ रहे हैं अब कि ऑफिस पेपरलेस हो जाए एमपी का, एमएलए का, एमएलसी का, और चीजें मोबाइल पे आ जाए, टैबलेट पे आ जाए तो तेजी से काम कर सकते हैं।
Let's get you all the weather updates. Well, news on floods first. In several states in North India, incessant showers triggered flash floods and landslides. In many parts of North India, at least 11 people were killed on Monday in rain-related incidents in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Haryana. Normal life was thrown out of gear in Punjab due to incessant rains, prompting the state government to issue a red alert and order the closure of educational institutions today, even as the army remains on alert. The rainfall has raised concerns about possible damage to cotton and paddy crop. According to the Met Department, rains are likely to lash isolated places in the state today as well, though it will recede thereafter. And 5 people died in separate incidents as a heavy rain slashed Kullu, Kangra and Chamba districts of Himachal Pradesh on Monday. A high alert has been sounded for Kullu district. Meanwhile, several houses were also swept away in flash floods as most of the rivers are flowing at a dangerous level. So far, 126 roads have been affected by landslides. Meanwhile, all government and private educational institutions remained closed for the second consecutive day today. In Jammu and Kashmir, 5 members of a family were killed on Monday when their house was buried under debris after a landslide in Doda district, while 29 people were stranded in Kathua district after flash floods were there. And schools have been closed in Doda district of Jammu and Kashmir. And Uttarakhand is also witnessing continuous spell of incessant rains since the last 4 days. Heavy rains led to landslides which blocked the roads to Badrinath, Kedarnath and Yamunotri, affecting the Char Dham Yatra. And according to the Met Department, the current situation will continue for the next 5 days as well. Heavy rains also lashed several parts of the national capital on Monday, causing waterlogging and traffic snarls on major intersections in the city. Meanwhile, the Met Department has warned that the southern state of Kerala, which recently faced its worst floods and landslides in many decades, is likely to receive heavy rainfall in the next 4 to 5 days. And Met Department has also said that heavy to very heavy rainfall is expected in isolated places in Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Western Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi and Himachal Pradesh.
We have issued isolated heavy rainfall warning for Kerala, and especially the hilly tract will get more rain. That is 7 to 11 centimeter rain in 24 hours is expected in the next 4 days.
An Indian Navy sailor, Abhilashtutt, was rescued from the Indian Ocean near Australia in a multi-nation operation on Monday. Abhilashtutt, who was there on a solo race around the world, was rescued after 3 days as he suffered a grievous back injury when a powerful storm hit his boat. Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said that the commander is conscious and is doing better after his ordeal.
Tommy has been recovered and he has been pulled out on a stretcher by the French fisheries vessel Osiris, which was an area which we shared a few minutes back, and we were very fortunate that there was a window of a good weather, good conditions prevailed, and Gemini boat was lowered by Osiris and Tommy was pulled out.
In breakfast news, we'll time for a very short break here. We'll be back with more news. Welcome back after the break. News from Jammu and Kashmir, where 3 militants were killed along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir on Monday. A soldier was also killed in the anti-infiltration operation in Tangdhar sector in North Kashmir's Kupwara district. 2 militants were killed on Sunday, taking the total number of militants eliminated in the operation to 5. In another incident, a 45-year-old man who was abducted by militants was found dead in an orchard in Sopore area of Baramulla district. Mushtaq Ahmed Mir was abducted by militants from his house on Saturday night. And Home Minister Rajnath Singh has said that the government is ready for a dialogue with everyone on the Kashmir issue. The Home Minister asserted that terrorism in Kashmir Valley is Pakistan-sponsored, adding that all security agencies were working in collaboration in Jammu and Kashmir. Addressing a press conference after chairing the Central Zonal Council meeting in Lucknow, Home Minister Rajnath Singh said that issues like upgrading existing roads, combating left-wing extremism and modernization of police forces were discussed in the meeting. The meeting was attended by the Chief Ministers of Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand and representatives from Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh. The Central Zonal Council aims at addressing common concerns of the participating states.
आज की बैठक में परिषद की पिछली बैठक के 9 ऐसे आइटम्स हैं जो कि अनरिजॉल्व्ड हैं और स्टैंडिंग कमेटी से आए 13 नए इश्यूज हैं। कुल मिलाकर 22 यानी 22 ऐसे सारे आइटम्स हैं।
On to some other news. The United Nations General Assembly's general debate commences from today. The annual general debate will continue till 1st of October and is the occasion for world leaders to gather at the UN headquarters to discuss global issues. World leaders from 193 UN member states will address the global body. Brazil has spoken first since 1947 and this has now become a tradition, and the US is traditionally the second speaker on the opening day of the general debate. President Donald Trump will give his second address to the General Assembly today. India is being represented by External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj and she will address the General Assembly on 29th of September. She had addressed the general debate last year as well.
By definition, all the issues that have resonance on the agenda of the United Nations General Assembly are those which impact on everybody. So, climate action, climate change, environment are top of the agenda. In addition, as a developing country, we would like development cooperation, sustainable development as another major area. And increasingly, health issues are becoming important. Terror is a perennial threat. Terror will be addressed in strong terms in multiple fora.
And earlier, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj held a series of bilateral meetings with several of her foreign counterparts on the sidelines of the high-level session of the 73rd United Nations General Assembly that kicked off on Monday. During the meeting, Sushma Swaraj discussed a host of issues including trade and investment, capacity building with her counterparts. Sushma Swaraj met her counterparts from Colombia, Spain, Morocco, Liechtenstein and Nepal. She also met with the High Representative of the EU for Foreign Affairs, Federica Mogherini. And Sushma Swaraj also met US President Donald Trump and exchanged pleasantries with him during a high-level event on counter-narcotics, which was hosted by the US at the United Nations. And during her interaction, Donald Trump reportedly asked Sushma Swaraj to give his regards to his friend, Prime Minister Narendra Modi. PTI reports that at the conclusion of the event, US Ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, warmly hugged Sushma Swaraj and introduced the External Affairs Minister to President Donald Trump. Swaraj reportedly informed Donald Trump that she had brought greetings from Prime Minister Modi, and responding to Sushma Swaraj's greetings, Donald Trump is reported to have said that I love India, give my regards to my friend Prime Minister Modi. Sushma Swaraj also attended the Nelson Mandela Peace Summit on Monday, and during the summit, South Africa gifted the United Nations a statue of Nelson Mandela to honor the late president and anti-apartheid hero's 100th birthday.
Still beset with conflicts, terror and hateful ideologies that are transcending borders and impacting our lives. No one should be allowed to support terror or its perpetration. Our collective survival as a global family requires that the wisdom of pioneering leaders such as Mandela should remain as our moral compass. Let us share this planet as one. Let us make a better world for our children.
And during the week, Sushma Swaraj is scheduled to hold more bilateral meetings with several of her foreign counterparts and attend several multilateral meetings such as SAARC and BRICS during the hectic week. On to all the international news now. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated Ibrahim Mohammed Solih on his victory in the Maldives presidential elections. A statement from the Prime Minister's office said that Modi conveyed his good wishes for strengthening of democracy, peace and prosperity in the Maldives under the leadership of Solih. PMO added that the two leaders have agreed to work closely together for further strengthening the close, friendly and good neighbourly relations between the two countries. And in return, Solih thanked the Prime Minister for his greetings and good wishes. The Maldives opposition leader on Sunday won the polls, defeating incumbent Abdullah Yameen. And Maldives President Abdullah Yameen has conceded defeat after having lost Sunday's general elections. In a televised address to the nation, Yameen said that he accepted the results before congratulating opposition candidate and winner Ibrahim Mohammed Solih. Yameen, who was seeking a second term in office, had faced criticism for jailing opponents and critics since getting elected in 2013. The provisional election result showed Solih winning by a margin of 16.7% over Yameen. The official results would be released by the end of the month. Meanwhile, a Maldives court released 5 political prisoners and heard appeals for freedom from several others on Monday as well, including a former president.
Alun Gabu Kofim, Adi Miedu, Kudair Kolekurin, Ding Raisul Jumhuria Kama, Mihar Divihin, Intihab Kofe, Hunnevi Ibrahim Solih, Alun Marhabas Danuafin, Alun Badales Kofim.
And on to all the sporting action now. India will face Afghanistan in its last Super 4 encounter at the Asia Cup today. The men in blue will be looking to clinch their final Super 4 match to enter the final of the tournament unbeaten. However, the Indian middle order has not been tested yet, as bulk of the scoring has been done by opener Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma. Remember, India defeated our rival Pakistan by 9 wickets in its previous Super 4 clash on Sunday, while Afghanistan have lost both their Super 4 matches so far and are out of contention for the final. And in the other Super 4 clash today, Pakistan will be up against Bangladesh on Wednesday. Both Pakistan and Bangladesh are in hunt for the final berth. Both the teams have lost to India, and which means that their Super 4 match will be virtual semi-final, and the winner will face India in the final on Friday. An Indian women's cricket team defeated Sri Lanka by 7 wickets in the 4th T20 to seal the 5-wicket match series 3-0. Chasing the target of 135 runs in a match that was reduced to 17 overs per side due to rain, the Indian team clinched victory in 15.4 overs. Jemima Rodriguez and Anuja Patel steered India to victory after India lost 3 early wickets for just 41 runs. Jemima scored 52 runs, not out, while Anuja was unbeaten on 54 runs. For Sri Lanka, O. Ranasinghe picked up 3 wickets. Earlier, batting first, the Sri Lankan side scored 134 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. Shashi Siriwardene scored 40 runs for the Lankans, while their skipper Chamari Athapattu contributed crucial 31 runs. And for India, Anuja picked up 3 wickets. The final T20 of the series will be played today between the two sides. And the National Sports Awards will be conferred today by President Rajnath Kovind at a specially organised function at the Rashtrapati Bhavan today. Indian cricket captain Virat Kohli and weightlifter Sai Kom Mirabai Chanu will jointly be conferred with the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award. This award in sports and games is the highest sporting honour in India. The award is given for spectacular and the most outstanding performance in the field of sports by a sportsperson over a period of 4 years. The awardees will also receive a cash prize of 7.5 lakh rupees. And this year, 8 names were selected for the Dronacharya Award. This honours the sports coaches of India: Vijay Sharma for weightlifting, Sukhdev Singh Banu for athletics, Tarak Sinha for cricket, who are some of the coaches selected for the awards. The award comprises a bronze statue of Dronacharya, a certificate, ceremonial dress and a cash prize of 5 lakh rupees. And for Arjun Awards, Asiad gold medalist, javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra, sprinter Hima Das, sprinter Jinson Johnson, Indian women cricketer Smriti Mendhana, tennis player Rohan Bopanna, paddler Manika Batra, wushu player Pooja Kadian, shooter Rahi Sarnobat and 13 others have been selected for the Arjun Awards. Arjun Award is given to athletes for consistently outstanding performance for 4 years. And that's it from me and my team in this edition of Breakfast News. But news and updates continue on your channel. Thanks for watching.